Fox. This is Colonel Wilson with my wingman, Chief Blaze. I believe this is Freeform Friday, episode 11.
It is 11, that's right, sir.
11, very nice. So, been a big week here for the Gateway Wing. We've had a lot of special guests, a lot of special visitors. We've been very busy this week.
Special.
It's been a special week. Special visitor, special week. In fact, so special in fact that we had the combatant commander of U.S. Special Operations Command, General Clark, who just departed here not too long ago, just within the last hour. So it's pretty special. To be able to show him a couple different mission sets while he was here, he went over our basic military training, wanted a good foundational understanding of how we build the foundation here. It was special to spend time with him. He's interested in special warfare airmen, and he's wanting to make sure that they're not treated just too special. Yeah,
There is such thing as too much, I think.
Too much.
Too much special.
Yeah.
And I don't know if everybody out there is counting the tally marks on special. There might be a theme here.
Theme. So as we do with every Freeform Friday, we're coming at you with a theme, and this week's theme is special. So clearly, thanks, Chief. So we did have General Clark here today. It was a great opportunity. Not only did we walk through basic military training, we ended the day here over at the Aircrew Center of Excellence of the 344 Training Squadron. Pretty awesome. Pretty good venue. So this is great. We've been able to diversify our locations, not just necessarily doing it in my office. This, Chief, is pretty
Special. It is.
I feel like it's pretty special. So, Chief, what did you think of the visit today?
I thought it was fantastic. I mean, one of the great things that we talk about so much is the perspective we get to be able to see from where it begins, where people progress in different phases, the different mission sets. And I just thought to be able to have our airmen directly talk about their story and what they do, everything from the technical side, building airmen. It was truly special. Yes, it was.
Right. So General Clark wanted to come in, and he wasn't specifically when he was here at basic military training looking at how we treated special warfare airmen. He was looking at how we treated airmen. And the reason that's important is because essentially there's very little difference aside from maybe some small PT changes and modifications we make. So the point is that they leave here with the cultural piece where, as part of building our foundation, they're all airmen. They all understand our culture. They all have those grassroots understanding of that. And so while they're going to go out and become part of special warfare and do a little bit different and novel things, they're all the same when they leave here in terms of how they're trained, the deliberate nature in which we deliver them to whichever career field they're going to, whichever tech training they're going to. So.
And sir, just to add on that, I think that the point is, and the reason we're having to play on words a little bit with this is sometimes we all can have the tendency to buy into the thought of, hey, maybe I deserve this, right? I should be treated kind of differently because I did this.
Right.
And what's most important is when we come together, that's actually when the special sauce, the special ingredients, they all mix together to create that powerful moment, right? And because you'll notice that is, we talk about so much about humility, we talk about character. And when you let yourself kind of buy in that you deserve things, you deserve opportunities, right? You deserve to let your potential really shine through. And the whole point we talked about a lot about the visit is really sometimes we shouldn't just give people things. We talk about even in society sometimes how everybody gets a trophy kind of thing, and that actually can be really, really dangerous in some cultures. And I thought it was just a great visit to hear from them, to hear from our team about how we build foundational airmen of character who go out into every area of our Air Force and do phenomenal things, regardless of what specialty that is.
That's right. So there's nobody here in our Air Force. It is a competitive Air Force. It is a meritocracy. We use that term all the time. And nobody is entitled to anything, irregardless of which AFSC that you're going into. Everybody is treated according to what they do and how they perform. It's not what AFSC you're going into or where you come from. It's all about what you do with it. And that's the most important thing. And that message was delivered loud and clear today, and it was great. And so also I wanted to say special thanks to our Special Warfare Training Wing, Colonel Mason Dula, Chief Pop over there. Thank you guys for your partnership as we teamed up and made this visit all possible. So thanks very much for that.
And we had some more visitors, sir.
We did. It's been a busy
People like
week.
to come see the Gateway.
That's right. So we had a special visitor yesterday. General Cornish, the 12th Air Force Commander, came to visit IAFA. Anybody that
Viva.
Viva IAFA. So anybody that knows anything about the IAFA mission understands the role that they play in Latin America, and with that combatant command, with the Southern Command, combatant command, and as the Air Force extension of that 12th Air Force is that arm of Southcom, and also a member of Air Combat Command. So it was a pleasure to have General Cornish. He has just taken the flagpole, I believe, for 12th Air Force, and is understanding the IAFA mission and what their partnerships, what their security cooperation agreement, security cooperation capability looks like, and really just getting a feel for what IAFA brings to the fight. It was a great visit. They had a lot of opportunities to show them around the campus, to brief them on their capabilities, changing capabilities, what capabilities he thought in the future going forward, what that would look like for them. So just a great visit with General Cornish, and so we really appreciate his visit and coming out here. So also, as part of the General Clark visit, we had Lieutenant General Webb, the AATC commander, and we had General Tolis here, along with several command chiefs. We had Chief Smith, who's an airman as well, as the command chief for Special Operations Command. We had General Thompson for AATC, who's the command chief for AATC. So just a who's who here over the last few days. And
a welcome to Chief Vizzy as the new 2nd Air Force Command Chief.
That's right.
From the
Chief
51st Fighter.
Thanks for
Yes,
interjecting that. Did not want to miss anybody. So, you know what I feel like our wing is? I feel like our wing's pretty
Did we say it together?
special. And they are special. We are special. Make no doubt about it. But it takes every member doing their part within our wing to make us special. No one member is any more valuable than the other. We are all critical to that mission. And so in that regard, while we're all out performing, we're all out working, we're all out striving to make things better, we're all needed, and nobody is special, any more special than anybody else. It's all about, again, what you do, not who you are or what you're a part of in terms of which organization you're with specifically. It's about your actions that make you unique. But the only thing that you're entitled to is what everybody else is entitled to, and that's a fair shake across the board. So the wing is special, but there's no special individuals. Does that make sense?
Absolutely, sir. We'd like to also kind of, one thing that we're doing this week is this is MTI week, right? So this week is where we come together and we pay respect. A lot of professional development opportunities, a lot of time for MTIs of old to come back together and mix it up with our current MTIs and that legacy of service, right? Of building generations of airmen. So a fantastic week for the Corps, but it also is kind of one special thing that they do, sir, is it's a big deal to be a Blue Rope, to be selected, to go through that process. And within all that, every year, basic military training, they select one individual from all the Blue Ropes to be the Blue Roper of the Year.
What an honor.
Yeah, yes, sir. So if I could, it's already been announced, but congratulations to Master Sergeant Holly Vaught out at the 326. So from the Bulldogs. Yeah, just phenomenal job. You've been a leader in action ever since I've been here, and I know you've been for almost 4 years now, just absolutely making a huge difference. So congratulations to you. And then tonight we got the Blue Rope Ball.
We do.
So, and how many years, sir?
It's 45 years.
45 years.
You think about that. You think about a wing. You think about an organization. 45 years. This is an annual event that has happened for 45 consecutive years. How many organizations out there in our Air Force right now can say something like that? That is pretty darn special.
It is.
Yeah.
I had the pleasure to go last year, sir. I know you're going to go tonight. We're going to be in our Western wear, that country wear, so a full-on Texas style. But it was pretty special again to look back, and they would say how many MTIs served in the 90s, right? How many in the 80s, the 70s, the 60s, and they were continually to have people stand up or in attendance.
It's amazing.
It is
amazing.
It is amazing, yes, sir.
So also I wanted to say a special thanks to the organizers. We have a Halloween event coming up on October 30th. Master Sergeant Truth Clark and Master Sergeant Kayla Watt. Truth Clark from BMT and Kayla Watt is from IAFA. Right, so the two of them joined forces. Actually, it's been a wing-wide event. All four groups have contributed to getting that together. So I just wanted to advertise that on October 30th. Look for the flyers. There's going to be a lot of different things going on in different locations, but I think the PRC, Space and Reception Center, is one of the main locations and things are going to be happening. But anyway, stay tuned for that. I kind of threw down the gauntlet with the groups and said, hey, I think we really need, given all the stresses and different things that's been going on over the last 6 months, I think we need something to kind of lighten the load a little bit. And so here we are, we're doing a big Halloween event. We're going to incorporate families. Of course, we're going to do it. We always talk about culture of safety. This will be no different. We have some great strategies going forward, how we can kind of spread things out, do it outside, keep families, keep our kids safe. But I really, really appreciate the POCs and the different action officers getting this thing done. Great.
Yeah, big time, sir. I mean, this is one of those things, and we want everybody to know that we're not going to compromise on anything. We're going to make sure that things are tight to keep everybody safe and the family safe. But this is something we need right now. We certainly want to come together as a Warhawk family and just enjoy that time. There's things that we kind of hold true at certain times of the year. There are strong memories of having our kids, and we look back at the Halloween costumes you have from year to year and how people do that together. We want to provide that platform for people to do that a little bit, and we'll find a way to continue to make it happen. And we're just, again, hats off. We thank every single person who has stepped up to make that happen. We appreciate you.
Yeah, so any peek under the tent in terms of costumes? You got anything big planned?
This year?
Yeah, this year.
Not just yet.
Yeah,
not just
well,
yet.
I'll tell you, Nisa's got a plan, but I dare not say because I don't want to spoil it. But it's thematic and it's relevant. I'll just say that.
Okay.
And it involves the entire family.
I figured there's going to be theme across the board.
Including the 15-year-old kicking and screaming. But anyway, so here we are. So we usually kind of come up with a movie or book or something different. We're talking about special. What do you got this week in terms of
the Lego movie?
The Lego
obviously.
movie.
So if you know the Lego movie, it's all about the special, right? So where the star lead in that was looked at was and in a way they asked, hey, aren't you the one that's the most talented, the strongest, the most intelligent? Aren't you the special? And in a way, he was trying to live up to that the whole time. But I just think it's a great movie too. But
yeah, it is. It's a good movie. It depends on who you are. Different tastes. I enjoyed it. I cannot say that my other half enjoyed it quite as much as I did.
Well, yeah.
But I'm kind of a kid at heart, so I'll spin that a little bit. The movie that I will use is The Matrix, and so we're talking about special in different ways. Sometimes people are special and they don't realize it, right? And so Neo, he was special. He was the one, right? But Neo wasn't sure, and until he had Trinity and he had Morpheus and he had all of the rest of his wingmen show him that he was the one, he didn't believe, and he didn't really develop into what he was going to be. And so he truly was special, but he didn't know it. And so, you know what? I'd rather take that than the other way around, where you got somebody that's coming in and they're not sure about themselves. They have special things to offer. They have unique qualities, unique characteristics, but they're modest. And over time, they're built up the way that we do here. We build up through basic military training and tech training. We build our airmen up. And so when they leave here, they've got that level of confidence, that level of resilience. And then they truly begin to believe that they are unique and they can make a difference. And so that's what it's all about.
I had no idea that you went full on Matrix.
I did.
So that was good. And this is Ultimate Freeform. We didn't we talked about it.
Yeah,
I think
I kind of pulled that one out.
I do love the Matrix movie though. Big time.
Well, they're making a new one now. So that's Keanu Reeves is kind of a special guy. I like Keanu. So anyway, I digress. So Warhawks, thanks for a great week. Look forward to seeing you back. Chief and I are actually going to be TDY next week. On the road, we're going to be at Keesler Air Force Base to see General Tullis and the rest of her group there. But Colonel Schaefer has a stick, and we know everybody will continue to do great. So
can I add something real
absolutely.
quick, sir? I just thought it was great is we asked General Tullis before she departed, about her thoughts on what do we need, what are the airmen that we need going forward as we continue to try to evolve to be the sword and shield of freedom that America needs. And I thought one thing that she said that I thought was extremely powerful is she's more interested in what's inside the uniform than what's on the outside.
That's right.
Right? She's a lot more interested in what you have inside of you than maybe what's on the exterior uniform. And I thought that was just, that's really the mindset we all should wear. We might be serving different positions, different communities, but that heart, character, talent, and that sure will that you have to keep fighting, that is what's special.
That's right. Yeah, we were talking about great power competition with our competitors, our near peer competitors. You hear that all the time. And the question was, we're going to change. This Air Force is going to change based upon our national security strategy and our national defense strategy, and accelerating change or losing, as our Chief of Staff has mentioned. So what does that look like? Well, it looks like we're going to have to continually evaluate what types of airmen we keep. But the bottom line is if you're an airman, you're performing, you're out there striving every day to make things better, there's always going to be a place in this Air Force for you.
Absolutely.
So that's great. All right, Warhawks. Appreciate it very much. It's been a great week. Warhawks train to win. We'll see you tonight at the Blue Rope Ball.
X them up. That's right.